Oh man, they all just came running. What's going on, guys? I saw the Trump rally just ended. We're over in Miami now. What'd you think of that rally? What'd you think of that rally? See, there's no, hold on one second. I don't understand why I can't put the comments. What's that?
Oh, never mind. Oh, this is good. This is so good.
Thank you very much, Eli Rock. What do you got there? What's that called?
What was it? The Guayaba fingers.
Guayaba?
It's good.
Versailles. We're over at Versailles. We're over at Versailles in Miami on 8th Street right now. We got some stuff for tomorrow for the Trump rally, a couple of empanadas. And then we got the Cubano. We got the Cubano sandwich. It's very good. I like it. I like it with some mustard, you know. Like a shark bite. That's pretty good. So if you want to come on, hit the link. We're probably going to go over to the Trump rally in Miami and check it out. And we're probably going to go into Miami and see what's going on. Yes, it's very good pastry. Thank you very much for the donation. I really appreciate it. That was a lot. Thank you. So good. Yeah, that DeSantis rally was really good too. Full? What did we eat today? Like bits of garbage.
Yeah.
So we're over here. I don't know where we are. Downtown. I don't know what you call it. Get that Coke. Coke. You take it with us.
Yeah, you can if you want. I'll carry it for you. You want me to carry your food?
No, just the Coke.
Just put it on top of it.
Just the Coke. So I didn't realize that there's like two stores here. I guess one is the bakery and one is the cafe. So I just ended up running up to the bakery. Oh, was that fireworks? Yeah. Yeah, he can't announce before the election because, he's going to overshadow any kind of problems or any kind of news that'll happen from the election. If he says he's running, they're all going to just go, oh my God, he's running and this and that. And then they won't give him time to talk about election fraud or whatever's going to happen on Tuesday and the days following. So this is Cafe Versailles. So this is the real cafe. We got the Cubans at the pastry shop, the Versailles pastry or bakery. So I don't know what the difference is. It's all the same shit, I'm sure. Well, it looks nice. Looks nice inside.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, it would have been nice to be there for the aircraft, but I'm happy that I'm in Miami. Yeah, I've been in Pennsylvania plenty of times. It would have been nice to see the plane land and pull in, It looked really good sitting there. And I was looking on a little screen. I'm like, is there letters underneath the Trump name? I thought it said Trump and then for president, but it was just the windows. I guess the windows were closed or something. It looked like little writing. I'm like, is that says Trump for president or what? And Brooke was like, no, it doesn't. I was like, oh. So we could turn around. There's another Cuban place over there. It sucks you can't zoom in. So we went to the hotel. I dropped off the jet ski. And I was just like, it's been so many hours. I've been awake. I'm tired. I had to get to Starbucks after we did the DeSantis thing. Yeah, all the windows were closed, but it looked like the same. It almost looked like writing. Yeah. No, this is the Cuban place. Yeah. No, it's very good. I like it. I like it with the mustard. Gives it a nice little taste to it. Um, so I'm tired, but I want to go check out the Trump. I want to go check out the fairgrounds where the rally is tomorrow, so at least I know what I'm looking at when I get down there early morning tomorrow. So when I go home and get like 3 hours sleep and then come back. So there's the bakery. It's pretty cool. They're out there smoking cigars while we're eating dinner. Got the cigar shop right next door. Little Havana. So let's go take a ride. I don't know if anyone wanted to jump on after the Trump rally, try to catch people, you know. I gave it that option. I might do this again tomorrow morning and then leave it open if anyone wants to jump in and talk while we're walking around the fairgrounds and all, checking out the Trump stuff. I don't know why Driver didn't go live. I guess he couldn't get a good signal once he was in the Trump rally. So we'll see how I do tomorrow. I got 2 different phones with 2 different services, so hopefully one of them will get some kind of signal. And I could stream the Trump rally outside and in. And I finally got to see how Right Side Broadcasting does it with the, what do they do? They do YouTube with everything pre-Trump, and then Trump goes to Rumble. I see how they do it now.
Oh, thank you. I got it. I almost dropped my sandwich.
Just throw that crap. So I got some snacks for tomorrow, I guess. Some empanadas and all. Snackies. So let's go over by the Trump rally and see what how it looks.
I think what I'll do is get enough breakfast snacks and
Yeah.
combine the turkey and turkey and the veg together.
How you doing, Larry? Did it. Coral Way, 107 Avenue. Yep. I got the address, so I'm gonna throw it in.
All sorts of noises. Where's my phone? Here.
There you go. I'm sorry to hear that, Carrie.
Okay. Oh.
I hope everything works out. Say a prayer. I got a guest. I got a guest. I got a guest. Hello.
Hey, how's everyone doing?
Good. We're having an amazing time.
What a rally, huh?
The rally was good. I saw a lot of it, and we went in to get the sandwiches, and then we sat down, and then a guy next to me, the old Cuban guy, he started playing it. So I was trying to figure out what I was going to do because we hadn't even streamed the whole trip to Florida.
Oh, wow. And did you know that that's what they call it? They call it Little Havana.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the actual name for it. Yeah, Little Havana.
From Miami?
You're in Miami, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it's called, Little Havana.
Oh, okay.
And then they have another Haitian community, Little Haiti. But yeah, they're very, very nice cultural area, especially where you are now. There's food that you'll never eat anywhere else.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like cook to order, no MSG.
And then I saw Key West. They have another Cuban place that they like because the Cubans come, I guess, close to Cuba. They come to Key West. I guess someone started the Cuban stuff down there.
Oh
But
yeah,
also the conch chowder, right?
yeah, conch chowder.
Conch chowder.
That's really good.
Does it have shrimp in it?
No, it's all conch. It's like the big
Oh,
conch
okay.
shell.
Oh, okay. Okay. I
Yeah,
would try it.
you
That
put
sounds
you
interesting.
put that up to your ear and you can listen to the ocean. But it's very popular also in the Bahamas if you've ever been over there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you can get quite a few conchs right out there in Miami.
Hmm.
But it's so how they cook it. Sometimes it can be pretty tough. Um, but if they simmer it for 6, 7, 8 hours, it's really good.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys ate?
The conch?
Mm-hmm.
No, we're gonna go down there tomorrow. We're gonna go to the middle of the Keys, Big Pine Key tomorrow night after the rally, and then I want to
Wow.
go to Key West one day, and then Key Largo the second day, something like that.
Nice. Yeah,
And then we're gonna head up to Fort Lauderdale. So it's only 2 days in the Keys.
usually you hit Key Largo first and then Key West is last. That's how the order usually goes, but I guess you're gonna do it the other way around.
I will see. I mean, whenever I feel. I think we're closer to Key West, and I've been to Key Largo. I just haven't taken my jet ski.
Well,
So
you have to go through Key Largo before you get to Key West because you go over that 7 mile bridge and you're in Key West and that's as far as you can go.
yeah, but I'm on like Big Pine Key. I'm staying in a camper, so my Airbnb is like in the middle of the Keys a little bit, maybe a little bit south of the middle.
Hmm. Oh, nice.
So it's the first time sleeping in a camper. So it looks pretty decent in the pictures. So we'll see. I don't know
Yeah,
if I'll be able to turn around the shower or anything, but
yeah. I took we took last time I was there. We took the Key West was like 3 years ago, and at the time I had a 40-foot RV and me and some compadres we took turns driving and we ended up hitting probably the same campground where you were located. And I left the Motley Crew, and I stayed at the Hyatt Regency, and got to know the owner very well. And then we went to Margaritaville, and the guy, that owns the Hyatt Regency is very good friends with Jimmy Buffett.
yeah.
I didn't know who he was. I mean, I've had probably 100 limos that I've owned go to his concerts. I know some of his songs, but I'm not a big fan.
Right.
He introduced me to him, and I didn't know who he was, and he's like, "Oh, you heard of Margaritaville?" And I'm like, "Yeah, actually." And he said, wow. He's like, yeah, I'm Jimmy Buffett. I'm like, oh, well, it's a pleasure meeting you, sir.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but yeah, that's a nice spot to hit, because sometimes he goes in and he plays, and he had a,
Yeah, I
he,
mean, to me, it's the closest I'm going to get to the Bahamas and all that without having to get on a plane, you know?
yeah, I mean, it's, you just got to be careful of the damn roosters. I mean, they have a very restriction. They let the damn things run, wild, and if you're driving a vehicle or something, or even a motor scooter, and you just have to let them walk away. And if you ever harm one, you'd end up going to jail for it.
Cock crossing.
Mm. I'm telling,
Um,
I'm telling
I
you right
seen
now
them.
that they're everywhere.
I seen them in Tampa when I was staying in a neighborhood. I guess it was like that, and they had roosters running around, friggin' all morning, you know. And then when I went into Tampa, there was like roosters, Ybor City. I guess they were painted on the sides of the buildings and everything.
Yeah, well, they're probably doing something else. They're probably doing cockfighting. I mean, these people down here. I mean, I've been to the Keys probably 10 times, and I never first time I ever seen them take over.
Yeah,
It's like like the lizards. The iguanas. I mean,
yes,
they were
nuisance.
never around. I mean, what's happening is a lot of these countries are bringing these animals over. They're dropping them off, and they're just migrating like rabbits.
Right. And now
You know.
they're getting into, I guess, AC units and some other stuff and they're shitting all over the yard.
Oh yeah, well, a big thing in Florida is the damn lionfish. I mean, they're down there. They're killing them left and right. And here it is. Probably 15 years ago, I had some beautiful fish tanks, salt water, and I paid. I think I paid like $100 for per 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 angel, or whatever they call it, the devilfish now, but a lionfish, and they're killing them left and right. And I'm like, wow. I was like, because they're very poisonous. They're they have these little prongs in their back, and they're very
Yeah.
venomous. And if they hit you with a venom, and you don't get treated right away, you'll end up dying.
Right.
So, but
Four
if you
$4.99 for diesel.
well, hey man, it's $3.89 here, and the prices went up. It went up 25 cents in the last 2 days.
Yeah.
So obviously the well has gone dry.
Yes. And it's not going to get any better after the election.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time, but I think if we really, if everybody focuses together, and if we do have a red wave, things will get better in time.
In time, yeah. But you still
Yeah.
got this guy at the helm.
Yeah, but if we get the House and the Senate, we take
He's got a
over.
pen and a phone.
Well, he really doesn't know where he is, and unfortunately, people should be accountable for that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's senior abuse, and um, just like earlier, like at the which that was really good was Governor Ron DeSantis rally you had. There was a woman there. I think her name was Faye, and Brooke saw me interact with her, and she was like, "Well, how about it? How about Ron DeSantis? How about giving us some money? We don't have any food, and we don't have this and that." And I'm like, "Lady, it's under the Biden administration, number one, and it's." And she commented all about Florida. I said it's all over the United States of America.
Right.
It's just not Florida.
Well, it was funny because I think he was started to say the same thing after you had said it. Like that was in his speech, that was seeing it all over the country, and that he can't, well, he says he can't do much about it because the goods are all going up. So what do you just Florida's going to stay low and everyone else is going to go up? No, the trucking and all
No,
that.
no, it's I think this woman was looking for a handout. She was saying that
Well,
Florida's not giving them money and food, and they're starving. And I'm like, that's impossible. I mean, they have food pantries and churches, and
right.
there's no Americans that are starving. And it's just
Right.
it hasn't got that
Unless you want
bad.
to be.
You're right. And then
No, they're giving away
who
everything.
knows? Yeah. Now in the background when you were there, was that counter protesters when you were at the DeSantis rally today?
Oh,
What did you do?
What
Why would
happened?
you do that? I don't know.
What
Brooke was trying to
happened?
get into the chat. I don't know why. She's sitting next to her.
Okay, I'm muted.
Yeah, I mean, I can
So you want to be on there?
I can hear her.
Oh,
I mean, you're on this. You have your mic, right?
no, she's going to mute it and then use it as a camera.
Oh,
So now
okay.
you're gonna get 2 views.
All right.
Amazing. You're gonna get what's next to me in the dirty window.
Yeah.
But,
Well, people go down to Miami Beach. People want to see the nightlife. I mean, it's so close. You want to go to South Beach, and they want to see all the action. You got to learn Spanish, though.
yeah, English is a second language in Miami. I heard.
Did you notice that when you? Well, you just got there, but if you spent a day there, you'd have to definitely, you'd have to learn Spanish, or you can download a Google Translator, because they will not interact with you unless you speak Spanish.
There's people looking at my car right now. They're like, who the hell is Freedom Jeffrey and why is he banned and censored? And then a guy was trying to sell us CDs in Virginia at the gas station. He's like, oh, you on tour right now? I'm like, nah, man, it's a joke. It's just like, think someone banned or something. He's like, yo, you touring right now? I'm like, nah, man. He's trying to sell me his music.
Well, the thing is, I mean, you're just lucky you don't have your flags up.
Yeah, I got the ski, and then I dropped the ski off. I think I'm going to leave it at the hotel, and then I'm going to probably put the flags up in the morning and go over to the Trump rally, because I got a Freedom Jeffrey flag, too.
Oh, cool. No,
Yeah,
how did you have that made?
I thought I went to an American flag company, and then I see that it came from China. So it was sent from China to my house.
No,
So I guess they had it printed in China and sent here.
Yeah, so much cheaper,
Yeah, so it's a double-sided flag, and it's like, put what you want. And it was like a weird way to do it. It was like, I don't know. It was like I had to send it what I wanted. They sent it back. I had to say it was okay on the email. That's what I want. Then it takes between 10 and like 30 days to print.
Right.
And then it went quick though. It went fast, but I saw it came right from China,
Wow, yeah. And how was the material? Very cheap?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Yeah. It won't last.
It's not going to last, and I'm only going to use it really sort of dormant, not going fast.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it's I mean, most of the flags don't last anyway. They rip. They tear up easy. So.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, the flags today suck, and it's hard to find a good flag. You don't know. You're always changing them out because they're all ripping. but
Yeah,
that's
the
the way it
only
goes.
the only one that you'll find that's good is ones that that are made in America. And at that point it's pretty hard because you're going to spend a fortune for them,
Right.
and but they'll last through the duration. But it's going to take a lot of abuse,
Yeah.
so. But that's pretty cool. I can't wait to see that one, Freedom Jeffrey.
Yeah, it's not bad. It just says Freedom Jeffrey on YouTube and Rumble, and then a little American flag underneath that also. I mean, it's cool. The big thing
Yeah.
is I didn't get my signs that I usually post up on the fence next to where we all stand and wait for like 6 hours. So
Right.
it's nice to put that up so that everybody could see it, especially when I go in and everyone
Hmm.
has to walk past the sign to get in. It's
Right.
like I do get usually 20, 30 or more people signing up. I think I
Yeah.
got about 6 just based on the shit on my window right now. So,
Oh.
whatever. So you get a couple people and some go, what the hell is this? And some stick around
Yeah.
or they
Yeah.
forget that they even subscribed and they let it go, you know?
Yeah. Well, I know I had a really good view of the Trump rally today. I'm not trying to change the subject, um, but they were zooming in like on the front, like
What the fuck?
in the front area.
Party bus.
I want to
Well,
go see that bus. There was a party bus, looked like a stripper bus.
oh yeah, I
Just
see
went
that.
by. It was like a school bus that was like all the windows were taken out,
Yeah, you
and
know
it
what?
was they were
That,
partying, and there was girls dancing, and the bus.
yeah, that
Shit, man, let's
you,
go get that bus.
you never been to Nashville, Tennessee?
No, I never been. No
Oh
one
my
took me.
God, you have to
Someone
go
left me
there.
home for that trip, by the way.
Yeah, you'll have to go there. There's millions of buses with bachelorette parties and girls partying, and
Yeah,
I mean it's a must do situation. There's a good friend of mine that's a live streamer there, Pierre, and he live streams there like every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But this just amazing what you'd see there.
right. But I mean, like on Long Island, when you get a party bus, I mean, it's completely enclosed, and they have blackout windows, so you can't even see inside the damn thing. So it's a
Yeah,
totally different bus than the one I just seen. That looked like
yeah,
they didn't give a
yeah.
shit about safety. I
No,
think it's
there's
it. People are falling out the window.
my goodness.
But what happened was one time on Long Island, there was a young girl in the car. I think it was a wedding. The guy had this giant, stretch limo. He made
Yeah,
some weird turn, made a stupid move. The girl ended up dying, and then they put all kinds of more safety shit on these limos because the limos were getting crazy the way they were, building
right.
them up, making them long as they could be, and
Yeah,
making like everything they could make into a limo.
yeah. Well, there was a lot of people making them. They weren't custom building them, and the frames would collapse in the middle, and they would
Right.
make 57 Chevys. You'd see the Escalades, the Hummers, um, but they were unsafe. I mean, I had limousines that were made for my company when I owned a limousine company, and I specifically had them made in a factory that I would go to visit, and
Right.
I would see the process being done and seeing how they, professionally welded the frame, and I got to pick out the material. I always picked out the leather because I didn't want leatherette because that tears too very very quickly. So,
Right.
but when you're spending over $100,000 for a car, you definitely want the best materials.
Yes.
But
Absolutely. I never really rode in them, so I don't know. But I always seen all the different types. They had like Chrysler 300. The Escalade makes sense to me. Uh, I don't
yeah,
know.
the
And
the
then
Lincoln
what
the
was
Lincoln
stupid was when the Lincoln Town Car turned into whatever the hell that stupid looking Lincoln truck
yeah,
became. The Lincoln like stretch
the Navigator.
minivan. No,
The
not even. It wasn't even a Navigator. It was MK something, and it was like it looked like a little hearse. It was really disgusting. Like the town car turned into something else, and then it kind of went away quick because nobody really liked it. It was just
Wow.
a smaller headroom, but it looked kind of
Hmm.
stuffy. You
Yeah,
know.
that's one reason why I mean I got out of the business because everybody wanted the Escalades and the Humvees, and you're
Right.
talking, $500,000 and too much liability insurance, and it was just, the time just to shut everything down and sell everything, sell the whole company.
Right. I mean, I
But
like my truck, and these are the trucks that you see between celebrities and military and FBI and all that stuff. So
yeah, yeah, that's a GMC, right?
GMC, Chevy, and
Yeah,
Cadillac, those
yeah,
are like interchangeable for driving people around,
yeah.
using them in the military, using them in well, not military, but like FBI, police.
Freaking gas prices right now. You're probably like, oh, I wish I had a four-cylinder.
I mean, we've been killing it with towing. It's just like it's killing the gas. I think we filled up like 5 times today.
Right, and each time that you filled up was over $100.
Nah, it was a little bit less, but it was still like, you know what? You just I could see the gas mileage has definitely dropped because of the jet ski. And I'm doing 80, which is probably not good for a trailer, but I
Yeah.
push it. I'm pushing it. I'm not going slow this whole way. I mean, it was
No,
like forever to get here anyway.
I hope you must have a really good a good clamp on the back, um, to harness it down,
Yeah,
'cause-
I mean, it's a small trailer. I mean, I replaced I have a lot of tools with me, and I replaced both of these bearings, wheel bearings. They're all greased up, and I
right.
got a lot of parts to change out if I have to. I got coverage on it. I got coverage on the car. Everything's covered.
Nice.
But I'm pushing it by going as fast as I am. But I don't want to be sitting there. It was
Yeah.
23 and a half hours with stops and a 2 hour
Mm,
nap.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I still I have people now ask me all the time, can you winterize my jet ski? Can you work on them? Because I've been into jet skis, for a long time, and I used to race them, and um, so I worked on them all the time. From mostly, I was sponsored by Sea-Doo. I had the Sea-Doo XP Limited, two-stroke. Then it got into the four-stroke, which that's what you have now, and it's just so much quieter. But I'll tell you, the my favorite ones were the Kawasaki 650 SX, the stand up.
All right.
And I'll tell you what a workout. I mean, I bought one like maybe 3 4 years ago, and um, it was garage. I got the thing running, and I could stay on that thing for hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're great for waves. I mean, you hit waves, and you can you can just stand up on them. And I wasn't very like tricky like some of my friends. They do like spins on them, and they do handstands, but you can do a lot of radical stuff with those. More so than the regular jet skis. They're pointing the arrow rally.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. It looks like an indoor rally. I don't know where the parking is. I'm trying to see if anyone's here. See, the thing is, everybody's in Pennsylvania right now, and they're probably looking to run to a plane and then fly down here tonight.
Yeah, I mean,
The
he.
diehards, Uncle
I mean,
Jam and all them.
yeah. Well, I said before, I didn't notice Christine. I'm surprised Christine wasn't up there.
Oh, she
That's a,
was, and I heard she's engaged, so I don't know what's going on with that.
wow, that was quick.
That's what I heard. So it was on my friend's
Wow,
stream today, but I didn't see it. So I've been getting
wow,
reports that she's engaged to
wow.
a man, a man,
Yeah,
man.
it was probably the same guy that broke her heart.
Nah, I don't think so. Hopefully, she's smart enough not to go down that road again.
To get engaged to somebody within a couple months. I mean, that's
I don't
pretty
know if it's who I
quick.
think it is. I think that they were very good friends. I think they were talking a lot
Yeah.
the last time we hung out. So
Oh, well, always wish the person the best.
All right, let me pull up to this guy. He looks like security. Damn,
Homeland.
there's a lot of square footage around here.
Mm,
All right, we're gonna pull up. We're gonna investigate.
yeah, I know Miami very well. I was just
How
a
you
kid.
doing?
Pretty good.
You here for the Trump rally?
Yeah. Well, I live a few miles away, and I was trying to get an idea of if people were already out here. So
Yeah.
that's
So
why I'm
what'd you
here.
say?
I'm texting my friend who's coming with me, and I just wanted to, I didn't see anybody over there by the building.
Right.
The building over here is where I think that's where it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah, there was
Yeah, that's the event building. So I'm just seeing if anyone's around, because you hear so many different stories throughout the night on when they're lining up, when we're gonna
I
get,
know.
you got to do your own thing and then figure it out later.
Yeah, I've heard people say 24 hours in advance, and
Usually they'd be like, oh, don't come in till 8 a.m. And then meanwhile, people lined up at like 4 or 5 a.m.
Yeah.
That's usually the way I see it. So I'm going to be back here probably 4 or 5 a.m. and line it up. So I just wanted to come by and check it out.
Well, that's good to know because we initially thought 4 a.m. and then she's like, well, if nobody got there, maybe 6.
Right, but you still want to be here just in case. Because when if somebody takes the initiative and lines up, you want to get behind them. So,
Yeah.
so we'll see. And all these people are in Pennsylvania coming in now.
I thought they'd be camping out here. Actually.
Well, I think because they're all in Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? Like these people are jumping from rally to rally. So they're probably jumping a flight right now down to Florida.
From Pennsylvania down here, though.
But a lot of them are die hard. And those are the ones that'll be there. They would have been here already if they didn't have one tonight.
Yeah. Well, she said that she didn't think that the ones from Pennsylvania would be able to make it down here, but I guess they need to take a flight.
A flight, yeah, I would think so. And then some get the bracelets; they get expedited no matter what. So the front row Joes, Uncle Jam.
I was worried when you pulled up. I was like, oh man, is this a police officer? Am I block the road here?
No, I thought maybe you were security, come back later,
But, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I'll see you around. Bro.
Okay. All right. I guess what is everybody gonna bring stuff with them?
Usually you bring a chair.
You bring water.
No, I mean you should bring like a chair that, let's say a Walmart chair, something cheap that, let's say if it gets lost or broken, you're not gonna care. Yeah. Like a camping chair. Bring some snacks, some water, and that way, just in case they're not selling anything, at least you got something to keep you hydrated and something to eat. And then just hang out and wait till it's time to go in. I'm thinking noon or 2, because I think it's a 5 o'clock rally, not a 7.
Yeah.
So it'll be earlier to get in, yeah.
They said the doors open at noon, so I don't know if they'll be out here earlier.
They might be out earlier, yeah. But I mean, like I said, these guys are coming. I'm telling you, the diehards are probably topping flights right now that come into Miami.
This is like probably going to be a once in a lifetime deal.
Yeah, it's cool. Unfortunately, we missed that new plane tonight, but we still got to see it on the screen.
I don't know. I never get tired of his rap.
Yeah.
I pick up clues here and there too.
Yeah.
He's great communications. They really are.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
I'll see you later.
All right. Have a good time.
Who are you talking to? The alien?
Well, he could have been a Biden supporter.
Nah, you got to decode the messages Trump's transmitting.
Well, he's never been to one. He's asking you all these questions like, what should I do? How do I just, but usually when you're in a hot situation like that, I would always get I'd get liquid IV and put it in the water. And, that works out great. Just like that guy had that little dehydration in Ron DeSantis rally today.
Yeah, right. I mean, it was a little hot, but it wasn't nothing crazy, It was a nice day. It was a little bit hot, but it wasn't like, crazy Florida temperature.
Yeah, but
I guess if you're older and...
Yeah, he might have been out there for a long time and the sun baking on him, and a lot of these people are just snowbirds. So he was probably from up in New York or Michigan, and they're not used to the sun.
Yeah, I see tents all the way in the back here.
Nice. You
I
let your
wonder. I
kid,
don't know if it's indoor or outdoor. It could be either one.
let you camp out.
No, I see it is outdoor. I see all the setup is outside, so it's behind this building here. Okay, these are just gates to get through to get to the other stuff. I see. It's not a
Mm.
building. It's just like this front.
Yeah, there's nothing like a Trump rally when he, like tonight when he pulls up that beautiful 747 and he just
Yeah.
you get to see them all coming down the stairs and the whole crew and
I mean, I was jealous of that tonight, but I had seen Air Force One 4 times before the election, so
hmm
you know what I mean. Like that
yeah,
to me is a little bit bigger, but it is nice. It's the first time the
yeah.
Trump plane is pulling up like that.
Well, there'll be many more when the in 2 years there'll be plenty of that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I had sent it out with probably 4,000 people, and they were just loving it.
Right. I mean, there's no way that he can announce before the election. It doesn't make any sense at all. I
No,
doubt
but
he'll do it. There's no
no,
way.
but he's hinting around to the point that even the news people are saying it. He's like, oh yeah, he's been saying, that he has something special to tell the people, and he's gonna take what he says, all the time is that the White House is gonna be taken over again. So, but let's just pray and hope that it's not a rigged election and we do get a red wave.
Yeah, that would be great.
And talking to some friends in Pennsylvania, and I just made sure. I said, "You make sure you guys are voting for Oz. I mean, you don't want that other guy Fetterman in there. I mean, he's just it's just like having Joe Biden. I mean, not trying to degrade anybody, but just had a stroke. He's not fit for the job."
Right.
Mm,
So I
but
mean, basically, I mean, if I wanted to have some balls, I'd go out there and just put 2 chairs out. Be like, oh, I'm front of the line. That's basically how it goes. Just
yeah,
put
you
two
could do.
chairs out. Now you're number one.
Yeah, put up one of your signs, Freedom Jeffrey, and on YouTube and Rumble.
I know. I need to get my signs. My sign. The store was closed when I finally got around to it. So
Oh, too
I
bad.
got them on my car though. I should, I'll put it on my car and leave it out front,
Yeah.
and then we'll see it when they walk by, and then I'll,
Mm,
because I got my sweatshirt, but it's too hot for the sweatshirt.
yeah. Yeah, much too hot. But you know, it's too bad you couldn't. It wasn't a spot for you could sleep in the vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, I got to take a shower. It's been a while.
Well, if you're a diehard, you
I would
know,
run to the hotel now, take a shower. I got to take a nap, and then I'll come back out. I'll come out
uh,
here early. I'm not really that worried. This is Brooke's first Trump rally. She's a virgin.
really,
So I
wow.
don't know if she's going to complain if we don't get the first row.
No, no, no. That's one thing about Brooke. She's so passive and aggressive in the sense of you don't even know she's there, which is really it's
She's good.
awesome. Oh yeah, yeah, she is. She's extremely patient, and that's what you need. Someone, a good supporter and a good friend, and you know, I think you guys are really good together when you guys are hanging out. 'Cause most of the time when you're doing your thing and YouTubing and you don't even know she's there.
She's a good mod.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know she was a mod. I just thought she was your friend. No.
No, she's a mod.
No, no, I know. I didn't know if everyone knew what her real name was.
Oh yeah. Some people know me as Wolf or just one or the other.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows, but I guess it's not a secret.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just lucky you don't have a real big channel because you would have a lot of people doxing you and stuff.
Yeah.
So what is? Let's see now. The hotel is like what 13 minutes away, so that's
Yeah.
beautiful. Run to the hotel.
Where's the tents? I don't see the people in the tents.
Well, there's no people in tents, but I did see in the back that they set up the Trump tents and the security tents. So I know it's outside.
Yeah, I'm
It's
shocked. I'm
because
shocked that
those people that would normally camp out or have been in Pennsylvania. You understand? Like if there was
yeah,
no rally tonight, they would have been here already camping out.
yeah, but there is a lot of supporters for Trump in the Florida, especially the Florida area. So
But
um,
really, if you're not diehard, you don't come here that early, and you probably don't think that you need to come here that early. Most people think you got to get a ticket online or you're not getting in. I mean, it's really just crazy. Like, there's ways to do things, Like, I should
mm,
give a class in this crap. I'm nobody, but I've seen
yeah.
enough to know it's just complete chaos.
Well, you have a couple people that are that are sponsors and they're up front all the time and they usually hold you a couple seats. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, Uncle Jam tells me to do something, and then hopefully I get away with it. That's all.
Yeah,
And then I run into Corinne's godmother, and then she vouches for me because
right.
she's the one with the pull.
That's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like, oh, I heard you and Corinne are still together, and this is when we weren't even talking, and I'm like, oh yeah, yeah,
Well, I never knew you guys were a couple.
I guess so.
Wow. Because I guess if you guys were a couple, she'd be with you.
Yeah, well, she was last time. Remember, she came to Florida. Remember when you called her a friggin' what did you call her?
I didn't call
Those
it
things in
nothing.
the water.
No, I
Manatee.
said I said manatee. I was being nice. No, it was, everyone else was saying, look at the whale and the shark and I just
Yeah,
said, wow. I said, what's that, a manatee over there?
that's a mermaid.
Yeah, it was a mermaid.
It's a merman.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at, bro? It's not nice.
Yeah, well
It's not nice.
she knows this kid Chicken Andy. He's a big YouTuber and he was because he's a good friend of my nephew and he's on an RV trip with him and he was talking about her Corinne Forever and he said, "Oh my goodness," because he was in Vegas and he's like, "Yeah, Corinne Forever. She had maced me right here at the spot. She was talking to someone else and the other person knew her and but yeah, she's very popular." Yeah. I was
She
like,
is.
me I was like, really? I couldn't imagine she maced him.
Miami
Especially
Beach.
you had what's that? You heading to Miami Beach?
I mean, I should, right? I'm pretty much leaving tomorrow. I'm not coming back.
Yeah, I would go down to South Beach for sure.
And just see what's going on with the Chicanos.
Just drive through there. I mean, right now it's gonna be balls to the walls with people partying.
Figure of speech. It's 10:30 though. People aren't even like awake yet. They're not
Oh
even out
no,
partying yet.
they're just
They're
starting right
finishing
now.
dinner.
No, they're just starting up. I mean, there's only one club there that stays open till 3 a.m. and
I'm just a Miami Vice guy.
yeah, I mean it's great down there. I mean, the nightlife and the partying and it's very expensive and it's just
Right.
lucky that you guys don't party like me because I don't party anymore. But I remember going down there and I had to spend like $1,000 for a bottle of Cristal.
I party, but I don't do drinks and drugs. I like to have fun.
Yeah.
I like to meet people. Oh, Jesus, man, this thing
Oh.
sucks.
What, you hit the sidewalk?
Nah, the stupid thing that holds up the phone on the thing. If Agnes couldn't have left a better one, you know, suction cup for the window.
Oh yeah, yeah. You gotta make sure you put a lot of saliva on it.
So what's going on in Branson?
What's going on in Branson?
Yeah, like, is there anything going on in Branson? Because I didn't see anyone like streaming today in Branson. But I'm not really
No.
following. There's like a lot of different people there, from what I can tell.
I don't know. I haven't been following them.
The
I mean,
squirrels are there, and like I heard Tennessee's going there. And you got
well, they had the awakening was last night or yesterday.
Oh yeah, Friday, Saturday. So today and yesterday.
Yeah, they had the awakening, and I noticed that Eric he was filming. He was there, and then he put up his drone. But I think Agnes had a major issue with the reception, so she couldn't film it. But that sucks, going all the way there and you couldn't blog, you know?
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess Mona is, isn't it tomorrow? She's going to have her event.
No, I don't even know what the list is. You know, I wish her success, but I'm just not into it. And
Yeah.
you know, obviously, you know, it's my birthday, and I just wanted to be on a beach with someone. And
Well, tomorrow's not the 9th.
well, I'm gonna be on the beach though for the 9th. I'm gonna be
Oh,
on Fort
yeah.
Lauderdale, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna
well,
be in Key West, and I'm gonna be on Cocoa Beach.
you know, I would want to be in like Key West on your birthday, because that would be the ultimate spot. Fort Lauderdale is very dangerous now.
I mean, I'm just gonna sit in the room on the balcony and look at the water because I did that last year after around 9/11. And we're getting the same room, same view. I don't know. It was just very calm, just relaxing. I'm not looking to do
Mm-hmm.
anything crazy.
Right.
And you know, I know you want me to go to your buddy's strip club in Key West, but
No, well, you're with a lady, so that ain't gonna happen.
I'd be open to going to a strip
yeah,
club.
you don't know.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, I would go.
Hey Danielle, yeah, my birthday is November 9th. They're doing a big convoy for me in Branson over it.
Yeah. Very
November
nice.
9th.
Very nice of all of them.
And then the moon is going to turn red for me the day before.
Yes. Absolutely.
So is the country.
A red wave. Yep.
So,
exactly.
you know, I was supposed to go to DR this week, but
yeah. Well, you'll like Cocoa Beach. That's my spot. I mean, I still have a house in Merritt Island, which is right next to Cocoa Beach, and you know, and a lot of people don't know where that island is, so I just tell them it's Cocoa Beach, and you know, it's really, you know, it's laid back, and I like the East Coast better than the West Coast because there's a lot more action.
yes, yeah, I like the East Coast better than the West Coast. But I've never been to Cocoa Beach, and I Dream of Jeannie, I guess, was there.
Yeah, she was filmed. It was filmed. Well, it was filmed in that location, Cape Canaveral. That was done there, and there's a lot of history there.
Right.
But it's more of a place that you want to own a residence because it's not very touristy like, you know, Orlando and Miami and Fort Lauderdale, Key West. But you do get a lot of Democrats there.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, it is what it is. I'm just there to vacation, not to sign up, register Democrat.
Right. Yeah. Well, my friend Paint the Trump. He did a few.
Yeah, that's my buddy. I want to be his friend.
Yeah, I know Jeff personally, and he did a few rallies there, and I did a couple with him, and there was definitely a lot of the left there, and they didn't like to see the Trump, and they really were they had the signs up, and you couldn't talk to them, and they were just very very evil, as
I
they would
just saw
talk.
a video of his. He's like, it's the last flag wave for a while. And I was like, damn, I was hoping to get over there. I don't know.
Well, he's got a podcast now, and
Yeah.
so he's
He said he
focused.
got 18 strikes on YouTube.
Oh yeah, all the time he's getting, thrown off every platform, YouTube, Facebook, because they're just trying to get rid of the truth, and that's why it's good to have all
Yeah, I
these other
watched him
social
before
media.
2020.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
watched him before the 2020 election, and then afterwards, I ended up running into him in D.C. at one of the big rallies.
mm-hmm. Yeah, he was there with some of his
So that was
bodyguards.
fun.
He had
Yeah, he
bodyguards
was
at
with
that
the
time
black
because he
woman
was
that
so.
was in a little roller thing.
Yeah. Yeah, she was very popular too. I can't
Yeah,
think of her name right off the bat, but then he had the other black guy he was he was gay, and he would have the rainbow jacket on, and
yes. Yep, I remember that kid now. Yep.
yeah, and then he had a whole crew of celebrities that would show up. Flo Rida would show up and with his rig and his music and do music videos, and
Yeah.
it was really a good time. People used to
So I
travel
don't know what
from.
happened to Wyckoff today. Wyckoff got jammed up, I guess. I don't know. I didn't see the end of the video. He was like, went to the Capitol and nobody was there, I guess.
I thought he was heading to like Jacksonville or somewhere.
It's Tallahassee. That's where the governor's mansion is. It was supposed to be a barbecue, and I don't know. I saw it before I went and did the DeSantis thing. It looked like he was like,
Oh,
nothing's really going on. Maybe he missed it.
well, he was.
And then he was like, where are you? And I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
over here in Port St. Lucie. Where the hell are you?
yeah. Well, yeah, I seen him. He was trying to get in touch with you there, and I thought you guys were going to meet up there.
Nah, I mean, we haven't really talked since me and Corinne were there. And then I seen he did a couple of the rocket launches. So, I mean, that could be in my future as a rocket launch. Try to see if we could, do one at night
Yeah.
if it
Yeah,
doesn't get, pushed back again.
yeah, those are the best. I was very blessed. I've probably seen about 10 of the actual space shuttles. And I've took some really good videos, and during the day it's pretty good because where my house is, I'm right on I'm on the Indian and the Banana River, so I'm on a finger. So I have like a boat ramp that it's got a cradle. So you drive the boat up on the cradle, then you hit the hydraulic lift and it takes it right out of the water. And then I have a jet ski, a two jet ski, ramp that you just drive them up. But you got manatees everywhere. You get dolphins. And I had a couple incidents with some alligators. You would think they don't like the salt water, but it's kind of brackish water.
Right.
So I just had the sheriff's department come down, and once he got to about 8 feet, yeah, he got pretty big, so he was getting kind of aggressive. So I just really relocated him.
Yeah.
But I didn't mind the thing on there, sunbathing out on the deck, and people were just taking pictures, and But
Yeah, I remember they were feeding one of my grandmother's house in Tampa. They were feeding the damn thing, and then they tried to set traps to get it, and the local people were like disarming the traps, like, you ain't gonna get this guy. And he made national news. I think he was like 13 feet long. He was a big one, man. But I guess it was funny that the local people were like, we don't want you to catch him, you know?
yeah, they like them as pets. I mean, they feed them. They feed them all their garbage. If you got a chicken, they feed them all the livers, the guts, and whatever their leftovers. They'll eat anything.
Yeah.
But it just got to the point. There was a lot of kids it was not a lot of kids, but there was some kids in the neighborhood, and and of all places, he picked up my ramp because I literally had a ramp, so we could actually lay out on it, sunbathe. But
Right.
but it's an investment property, and like I said, it just I'm gonna get ready after all the election and everything, because I've been campaigning really hard for this. Boots on the ground everywhere.
Right.
And Michael Hunt, he's with me, and we've been up different states till like 6, 7 in the morning, all night long. And so if this doesn't turn red, then this is definitely fixed.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say that about Zeldin when in New York, but I mean, it's like I have optimism that he's got a chance.
Oh, he's got a great chance.
Yeah.
But
If he doesn't win, it's like, you know what? I don't know. I don't know what to say.
No.
I don't know if I could go right to the cheating, but
yeah, I mean, it's she got pushed in that position. The people in New York are just tired of all the crime. And I was talking to that kid, Action Kid. He's like one of the biggest bloggers in New York, and he moved out of New York, and now he lives in Miami.
yeah.
He got probably 3 million subscribers, and I know he's got over 1 million. And he just did like what did he do? He did the Halloween parade in New York. That was huge. And he's like, he said, it's just too violent. And so Miami
Yeah, the
is
crime is crazy.
the crime, and they're, like I said, they're busing in so many illegal immigrants. They're putting them in big tents. And actually, they have one of the cruise ships. They have them almost full right now to capacity. But I thought that was funny when Ron DeSantis admitted that he sent the people to Martha's Vineyard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, it's like one of the wealthiest islands. And I'm like, really? I'm like, damn. I mean, I bought my property for next to nothing in Edgartown. I think I actually bought it. I think I told you the facts about it. I actually traded a car for it. In the mid '90s, and I ended up got a small little cottage for a car that I paid like $600 for.
Right.
But the deed goes back to the 1800s. It was signed by one of those the pen with they use the
Quill.
feathers. Yeah, the quill. Very, very unique deed. I actually had it framed, but it's in Edgartown, and I don't. It's not really fancy and rich. You got Nantucket, but the real rich people live in the Hamptons, as you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he didn't send a bunch of them to the Hamptons.
Yeah, or I don't know, Hollywood, somewhere in that area, wherever the celebrities live.
Hollywood. Hollywood is older. There's so many people in LA that are the biggest homeless encampment in the world.
No, I get it, but I'm talking about, the real rich neighborhood, not,
Oh, you're talking Beverly Hills
I
and
don't, Beverly
Malibu.
Hills and, Malibu, yes, that was the word I was looking
Malibu. Yeah, send them there. It's might, but he did he awoke in the wake, he waked the woke, and by doing the Martha's Vineyard, because people really didn't believe that it even existed. People they don't put that on the news. When you watch Anthony Aguado, when you watch his videos, you see, 3,000 illegals coming in one night.
Right.
And it never gets talked about, and it just they just say, oh, you're getting close.
Yeah, I see a cool building with American flag like pouring off of it. That's real cool.
I can see the big towers.
But it's raining.
Yeah, it was. That used to be a fun place when I was like 13 or 14. My parents put me on a plane and we went to Homestead, which is real close by, and my aunts owned a house there, and I was just a young teenager, and I had a blast, and it was so different then,
Right.
Different world than it is today. But it's
as soon as I get here, it starts raining.
Yeah, but it's warm though,
Yeah, but nobody likes to get rained on when they're all dressed up going out to the club. Meeting the chicas.
Yeah, chica. That's right. Hola, señorita. ¿Cómo está?
The buildings look nice. They're all lit up. Looks cool.
Gonna be a lot of puta tonight.
Whoa!
Yeah. Well, that's what happened.
Live, man. You can't say that live.
Oh no, a lot of that happens down there, right in broad daylight down in Miami. I mean, what's the difference? What's the difference between that and in like the real English language? If you go to England, like my accountant, he's a Brit, and we're playing ball, and I'm throwing the football to him. I said, "Go shag the friggin' ball." And he's like, "What?" And you know what shag means, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna F the ball. and I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, well, that's what that means. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then he lights up a cigarette, and I'm like, lighting up a cigarette? And he's like, no, I'm lighting up a fag.
Sucking on a fag.
Yeah, I'm sucking a fag. And I'm like, really? I said, you can't say that around here. But it is what it is. But I mean, but he learned pretty quick, differentials of that. But yeah, Miami nightlife, the beaches, and if you can get a cabana, man, I mean, it's, I haven't drank liquor in like 7 years, and not that I had a problem with it. It was just I had more friends, fair weather friends, that wanted to hang out with me. At the club.
I think I stopped in December of 15, I think it was.
Yeah. Well, which is,
But I definitely had a problem.
Yeah, well, you had a, yeah.
Brooks got some good So yeah, we got the port, we got the ship, the Royal Caribbean port. I mean, I went around all this stuff during the day with the jet ski, but it's nice when it's all lit up at night. It looks really really nice.
Oh yeah. Well, when you're in Cocoa Beach, they have the right near there is Cape Canaveral where Brian and his wife Nikki were. They were right in that port. That's where they have all the
Yeah.
Carnival cruise ships. And I took a
So
couple.
basically, I got a nice day at NASA where astronauts or mission control guys are going to be showing us the space shuttle, and we're going to be
Yeah,
going around the grounds of NASA.
yeah, yeah. Go to
They're
Cape
going to do like
Canaveral.
a tour for us.
Go to
So like it's
go
going to
to
be a good day of streaming, I hope.
yeah. Go to Cape Kennedy and you go inside and do the tourist thing. That's pretty fun.
Right, but it's like extra stuff. These things are extra that I paid for.
Oh yeah.
That it's special tours.
Yeah, they'll take you into the area and they'll show you couple of the shuttles that
Yeah. So,
retired.
are those? No, those are Coast Guard, right?
But yeah, if Brooke has never been down this neck of the woods, and she's in a quite a delight. Because when I
I'm
was a kid,
excited about
yeah, you must be. Florida can be very exciting, but it can be very dangerous if you don't know where you're going.
Yeah, I witnessed that once when people were getting shot in the nightclub I was at in Orlando.
Yeah. Well,
And I was
you
like, "Are
should.
you kidding me?"
Well,
I'm in New
you
York.
shouldn't have
I
been
don't
you shouldn't
experience
have been
it.
at the Pulse nightclub.
Yeah, right. But I was actually there like a couple weeks later. I wasn't in the nightclub, but I was in the area, and I went by there. I checked out, the scene afterwards. It was like 2 weeks later, if that.
Yeah,
And,
they just reopened that like a week ago.
yeah, they got one down in Myrtle Beach. I saw that was open when everything else was closed during COVID. That was open now.
Yeah.
And then I was in a nightclub in Orlando. It was like I had a couple hours to go out, and then I was supposed to get on a flight with my father to go home. I said,
Yeah.
"Listen, I'm going out." He's like, "What?" He's like, "We got to get on a plane." I'm like, "I'll be back." So then I go to the nightclub, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's early. I'm like, "Yo, dude, what's up, man? It's a good club." He's like, "Yeah, it's really good. It'll get going." Next thing you know, I'm like,
And it was the
I'm the only,
Pulse.
I think I was the only white guy in there, but when it started getting crazy, it's just like, all right,
Really?
whatever. I was like, whatever. So then I had a good time. And then about
Yeah.
2 a.m., everyone's running for the door. And I'm like, what's going on? And as soon as I get outside, it was just cop cars everywhere, helicopters, firefighters, guy laying on the ground. As soon as I
Yeah.
walk out the door, I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're like, it ain't just, attractions and stuff in Orlando. A lot of other stuff goes on.
Oh
It's not
yeah.
all Disneyland.
So you were at the Pulse nightclub?
No, it wasn't at the Pulse nightclub. It was a different nightclub. But it was like an all black nightclub, and the guy didn't tell me that.
Okay. All
So it
right.
was like, whatever. I mean, I didn't really care, but it was just strange. And then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
people get shot, and I was like, what the hell is going on in
Yeah.
this town?
Yeah.
I was
I'm
like
not.
laughing, dude. I'm from New York. I never seen this.
Yeah. See, I'm not. See, I'm not homophobic. I have some friends that are gay, and when they came over from Orlando to visit me in Cocoa Beach, I'd take them out to the gay club and just you just sit in there watching everybody, and there's no one would come up to you because they have this thing called gaydar, and they know if you're gay or not. And that never once, and I've been to Provincetown, which is like the gay mecca of the world, and I've been there maybe 100 times, and I've never had a gay person come up to me, try to pick me up. So,
Yeah.
but they know if you're straight or you're gay.
Yeah, I don't know where I am right now.
Look like you're in DC.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, you're not near the beach. But you can get a
I don't
you can
know
rent
the
a
water.
you can rent a hostel there pretty cheap, and
A
that's about
hostel?
yeah in Miami. That's like a one
Do I
room.
look like I'm gonna stay in a hostel?
No, no, no. I'm just saying if people wanted to do some cheap traveling and because a lot of times you can't find a place down there in Miami Beach, but you can get a hostel for like 50, $60 for a night.
Ooh, this is nice.
Yeah, you're getting closer. But that's the area that I remember that one of my friends stayed like I don't know like 6 months ago. He went down there with some big time live streamers. He went
Yeah,
down there was Jeff from Travel Fund 69 and
right.
um Cheap Charlie. Cheap Charlie, the one that stayed at the hostel,
All right.
and
Yeah, I met a kid. I met a kid in Vegas. He said that he goes to hostels, and he's just working in Vegas at the time because he wants to get a truck together and drive up to Alaska. And like I don't know, he traveled the world and he just really didn't settle down. And he just
uh,
stays at hostels and works and then saves money and then does something crazy. I was like, I mean, that's a
well,
pretty cool life. It's just not one for
it's
me. I can't just live like
well,
that.
yeah, a lot of people are backpacking now. I mean, you look, there's so many people that have traveled. The Mecca right now is Thailand because they have the marijuana is legal there, and so you get a lot of backpackers from all over the world, and they're traveling there. You can get a hotel room there for $10 for a decent hotel, and you could for one day you could live off of like 20 US dollars.
Yeah, but
So
like I can't even have like a motel room because it just freaks me out. I'm like, I got to get to a Hilton, and it's like I just got to know that things aren't crawling around and shit. And
well, you gotta lower your standards.
yeah, I can't.
You
I
can't
can't.
you can't do like you can't do like 5-star hotels all the time because your money's gonna run out eventually.
Like Agnes freaked me out in Pennsylvania, and that was like a big problem. And then like Christine, she brought me to a place, and I was like, oh, what is this place? But then it wasn't that bad. It was all right, but it was
Yeah.
still like I would have never picked that place.
But
But it
the
was
price
okay.
the
It
price
worked.
was right. It was really cheap, right?
Well, she paid for it, so she bought I don't know 1 or 2 nights, and then
Yeah.
I was like, whatever. I mean, it was up to her. I was driving, I was using the gas, so I don't know what she paid for. I would have got a Hilton.
Right, right.
Wasn't that
Well,
bad. It was like it was old and it was shitty, but it wasn't like really dirty and disgusting, except for the people that lived there were.
yeah, I mean sometimes you get those hotels and people are living there year round, and you have to make sure that you bring a black light with you because you'll come across
I
like
don't want to know.
bed
Yeah,
bugs and
it's kind of
every other damn thing. Cockroach motel.
No, I don't need that.
Yeah, but you'll find that in the high end restaurants. I've stayed at extremely beautiful, very $4,000 hotels, and they were just trash because the people were partying their asses off, and there was still a bunch of trash left behind.
So
So
I guess I'm on the strip.
yeah, you're getting close. It's starting to get busy, and you can see it. It's starting to light up.
Yeah, I see some women. I see some nightclub people.
Yeah, yeah. Once you get on the beach road, you'll have to go really slow because there'll be people, coming across. I think. Well, yeah. The beach is closed right now. I think they close it at 10.
Oh
So,
my, there's some
so
women out there. I'm getting scared.
yeah. There you go. There's some nice restaurants. The food is delicious. I mean, I just had some Cuban rice and beans, and that's all I needed for dinner.
Cuban rice and beans.
Yeah, it was freaking awesome. It wasn't too hot. It was just right, just a little spice. Had the lima beans in it, and it was. But yeah, you're in the right district. Look at the cars.
Mama's Tacos. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
It's nice over here.
yeah. You're still a ways from the beach, because once you get down towards the beach, it's gonna be popping.
Yeah.
And you'll
I think
see,
I'm
like,
getting
there should be thousands of people out tonight. It's not even
Saturday night on the
not,
party.
and it's not even raining there, so you see a lot of chica.
Chicas.
A
That's
lot
nice.
of chicas out there. A lot of people with a lot of money. Look at those cars. Look at that. That's just a, they're all, it's sad because most of these cars look the same. You
Yeah.
can't tell the difference from a Camry from a Mercedes. Like that white car. What is that? Is that a Camry?
Lexus.
That's Alexis.
There's a golf cart.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Can
Yeah,
hear the music.
you can rent those, cruise around.
I'm building small kind of art deco.
Oh yeah, now you're there. You get.
Feel it.
It's where they filmed Scarface.
Yeah.
Tony Montana.
You can
Oh
smell
yeah.
the food.
Gotta get some yayo, man.
Yeah.
You'll be up for weeks. You get the.
Somebody told me that. They said that they had dinner reservations and they got a hold of some good stuff and they wouldn't leave their room the whole night.
Leave their room. I mean, why wouldn't they fucking go out and
Too paranoid.
enjoy it? Shit. I know people that did it, and they would go out and have a great time.
Yeah, I guess it was too much. Got right on top of it.
Well, I guess it works on different ways for different people. I mean, I'm a person that only tried it one time, and I'm glad that I was allergic to it. Hey, policeman.
Yeah. Well,
The cops are real fucking easy going down there.
really.
Oh yeah.
Not in the Hamptons, they ain't.
Well, you're not in the Hamptons anymore. You're in Miami. You're on the beach.
Real dicks in the Hamptons.
Oh, they see all sorts of shit down there in Miami.
There's a Bentley truck on the roads.
No, you gotta figure
These are
that.
nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's very expensive. You're gonna spend $200 for one meal.
Yeah, this is where Corinne would like to go and be fed properly.
Well, I hope she's not watching. She's gonna be bullshit.
Oh, the cops are coming. Oh, there they go.
Gonna be bullshit. They didn't bring her.
No, she did. She was so upset the last time. Said that I didn't feed her properly. It wasn't relaxing. I locked her in the car. I played shitty music, and I didn't feed her. Like she's a dog.
Yeah.
And it's like, why would you say these things? It's so stupid. And then I went to the Hamptons with her, and I didn't take her to the most expensive restaurant. So She said that I didn't feed her properly, and I screamed at her and I locked her in the car.
Well, you know, a true friend wants you for your time, not for your money. So,
Yeah,
so you should know better.
yeah, we got a weird relationship.
Yeah, I would say so. What do you think about that, Brooke?
Their relationship. It's entertainment. It's like reality TV, like real reality TV.
It's drama.
Yeah. Well, that's her whole life. I mean, she's been doing it for probably what? She's been blogging for 5 years.
Freedom pussy.
Yeah, you like that? You like that song?
I played it for her. She was like, "Oh my god, oh my god."
Yeah, she's played it a lot herself. Well, she's a singer.
She's a singer and a songwriter.
Yeah,
Does she write that song?
I don't know. I guess.
I mean, she is very popular in the genre of YouTube. I mean, she's been around and she's done a lot of blogging and different names and
She did.
you know,
And I wish I could like hear the stories, but you can't sit down long enough to get them.
yeah. Well,
I stopped trying.
well, so you just Google where she's Corinne now what
Yeah,
was
but
it?
it's not. I'd rather hear the stories. I'd
Cor-
rather
no,
hear the
no,
stories.
Corinne Forever.
Yeah.
Corinne Forever, and she was in she was in a at a party and they were doing yoga and stuff, and this girl, she pissed this girl off, and this girl beat the shit out of her, and you know, it's like, wow, you went to a place to relax, all of a sudden you're getting beat up.
This is very stressful. It's not very relaxing. It's supposed to be relaxing.
Well, look at you now. You're with Brooke, and you can't get any more relaxed.
Yeah, this is relaxing, but I'm making it crazy by waking up at 4 a.m. and running to the Trump rally. Like I'm putting my work on myself.
Well, because you want, you want to be front row,
Yeah.
and you found that out the last time you went to Pennsylvania, and you realized really didn't have to get there that early.
But the thing is, yeah, well, like Christine taught me that, but it's really because of the people I was with. Like that's their whole thing is to get there early and get in line and get a good seat. So I kind of piggybacked off what they wanted to do, and
Yeah.
I ended up making out on it plenty of times. Here you go. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Hola. Make sure you say hola. Hola.
Hola.
¿Cómo está, señorita? Yeah, because right now there's a friend of mine that's blogging down in Cancun, Mexico, and it's pretty dead down there.
Yeah.
I mean, she was blogging from last night till like some guy brought her to this club at like 3 in the morning and told her, $5 to get in and you can stay in this and party all night. But the thing is, I said it's not safe because all the strip clubs once they get done, all the strippers are all the clubs, the guys are heading to that club.
Right.
So they're all, the testosterone and everything's all fired up, and she's a very beautiful woman, and put her in the dog pen,
Yeah. Here.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
It's the
look at.
chloroform I did.
So you gotta get. You're pretty close to the strip. There's
Yeah, I
a
don't know where the strip is.
there's a
I
club.
think this is it.
There's a club. It's called the I guess the Casbah.
I've seen something like that.
The Casbah, and that's very
Rock to cash bar.
yeah.
They might have some Cuban set next to that Jewish museum in Florida.
The Jew.
Well, well,
What was the name of the? Yeah, Jubins. Yeah, you're right, Jubins. So
yeah,
I seen a tractor trailer with a Cuban flag on the back, and then I pulled up alongside the tractor, and it had a Jewish star. I go, this guy's Jewin. What is it? Jew, Jubin. He's a
you
Jewish
Jew.
Jubin. He's a Jubin.
Well, there is a big Jewish community there in Miami as well.
Yeah, we just passed a Jewish museum right now.
But he was
Yeah,
a Jubin because he's
yeah,
So
a
I figured
Jewish Cuban.
there's probably some Cuban set to sit there.
yeah. Well, hey, Jesus, Jesus was a Jew.
Yeah.
He was a carpenter, so you gotta give him kudos for that. Oh yeah, look at that building, huh? So
Yeah, I mean, it's nice.
you're getting
It's lit
nice
up.
with the neon.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, too. It's always nice here, so you don't need to, look like shit like it does in New York where it gets all nasty 6 months out of the year and it's salty and it's dirty and it's cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you'll get that there too.
But there's a lot of nice architecture that doesn't have to look shitty. I don't know.
Right. Well, with
It's
New
like,
York,
it's bright colors, it's beautiful. It's
with
this place is always awesome.
New York can be beautiful again, like it was when Giuliani came in there and cleaned it up.
Yeah, but it's not going to look as good no matter what. You know what I mean? Like this
Yeah,
place looks good because of the seasons that it has. Has
yeah,
beautiful seasons. It's always
yeah, but
nice.
new people want to go to New York City, where all the beautiful scenery and
Yeah, we
the
want to pay
shows.
$3,000 to live in a broom closet. You know what I mean? Like it's all
But
bullshit.
yeah, but
It's all a dream. It's all a dream. We got to go to New York. Got to make it big. Got to go to Hollywood. Got to make it big. It's all bullshit. Yeah.
no, just for people just to go visit for tourism.
No, I get it. You want to make money. You want to bring in industry. You want to bring in, tourists. I get it.
Yeah, yeah,
But it's like this dream about, I'm going to move to the big city. I'm going to get like a job in a building and I'm going to meet the man of my dreams and all this bullshit.
yeah. It's like a
Live
lot
in
of
a
people
fucking
that want to.
broom closet for $2,500 a month,
Yeah. Well, it's not like that anymore. But
surrounded by rats and roaches.
yeah, well, now it's just everybody's getting evicted.
Yeah, and then getting thrown into subways and onto the tracks.
Yeah,
So I mean,
yeah.
it's all bullshit.
I mean, why are they allowing the borders to be open when America is already full?
We're
Like
full up.
like when I go to different countries to travel, it takes a lot of paperwork. The passport and takes I have to show a lot of identification. It's not easy to get into another country. And we just have open borders. They just allow you in. Oh,
Yeah.
I lost you there for a second. Yeah,
No,
look
I
at
was
that.
just trying to play with the layout and see.
Oh, well, you better focus. Don't be screwing around because you just don't know. So a lot of these people are intoxicated.
Yeah. No, this is a cool area.
Yeah, it's still not downtown though. The strip near the beach.
I'd
Like,
rather go to a strip club. It's much easier to meet women that way.
yeah, or you could, I mean, you can blog in a lot of those nightclubs.
You could blog in a nightclub.
Yeah, yeah, they'll let you in with a gimbal and the camera.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they'll be jamming and dancing and.
Well, yeah, actually, I did do that in North Carolina, but
Hmm.
it's not fun when I'm dancing with myself,
Yeah, you just
dancing
can't.
with the camera.
You can't do it in the strip clubs though.
No, not the strip club, but I did it in a regular dance club with
Yeah.
Christine. But it was just me on camera dancing with a bunch of rowdy young kids.
Oh, nice.
And
How come? Well, how come we didn't see that?
well, it was a very short clip, and it wasn't on
Oh,
YouTube because I was banned at the time.
oh,
So it was a short clip. It was only a minute or two, and then I was like, "Well, this is kind of pointless."
yeah. My friend was in. Like I said, she's in Cancun, Mexico, and she was gonna go into a strip club last night with her camera. The guy says, "Oh yeah, go up there." The woman at the door says, "No, no, no, you can't go in with a camera."
Right.
She's like, "Well, the bouncer just told me I could." Like, no, the women don't want to be seen.
Here we go.
Women.
Nightlife.
Well, you're getting close. Once you see the nice cars.
I'm not looking at cars.
Oh yeah, here you go.
I'm looking for skirts.
Yeah, you ought to see the bikinis there. They got the G strings down there on the beach.
Yeah.
They got the saddlebacks.
The saddlebag.
Yeah, you'll be walking around with a friggin' tent.
He pitching a tent.
One thing about Martha's Vineyard, every time I used to go to the nude beach there, and I used to just walk around, and it just, you just fit right in. I mean, but there's a few nude beaches in Key West.
Club Madonna. Oh, these are some dancing ladies here, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You're in the right area now.
Look
Yeah,
at this. We're getting it done. My assistant is doing an excellent job.
yeah.
She
Look at
came up with the dual camera.
yeah. I'm surprised there's only 17 in the house. I figured there'd be a couple hundred.
Nah, I don't get it like that no more.
See the
I listen. I had a lot of people comment. Oh, what did I have? I had a lot of people liking my stuff on Facebook, like certain things, and obviously the DeSantis thing in Florida was big. That was my latest thing. That was pretty big. It was 4.2 thousand, and then I had 1.1 on Rumble. Same thing.
ah,
So I
oh,
mean that was cool to get those numbers back that I hadn't had in a while because I've been banned. I've been censored.
right.
So it's kind of losing its luster for me a little bit. But then it kind of brought me back when I got 4,200.
Yeah, 4,200 views.
Yeah, on just the DeSantis one when you came to Long Island. I mean
Yeah.
that was big. But me, stupid me, I'm wearing regular clothes. I should have been wearing my Freedom Jeffrey stuff.
But you get so close to him. I don't know why you don't just take your hat and tell him to sign it.
I know you were right, but I just like part of me doesn't really care.
Yeah,
It's
but
like I'd rather get him on video, getting like a clean shot of him, or like even better would be like, oh, can you just say Freedom Jeffrey on YouTube? Like just say something to the camera. Don't even
yeah,
like you don't have to sign
but
anything.
but
Like
if you
it's not, it's wasted on me. And then like if I was to meet Trump, I just feel like it's a waste.
hello Delaware, all the
Live
way
from
from
Delaware.
Delaware from Pennsylvania.
So I
Did
don't
you?
know. Like
Yeah, well, you should. If you get like you got so close to him today, you should have just turned around and said, you know what? Here's my hat. Can you sign it? Because you know what?
yeah,
He's gonna be the president. After 4 years of being vice president.
I don't think he's going to be vice president. He may be president though.
I don't know. Yeah,
I
after
don't think he wants to be in the shadow of Trump.
And like I said, it's all a conspiracy thing right now. You just gotta wait till till the 9th. Wait till Wednesday, and then they're gonna probably have the ballots to continue on for a week. The mail-in ballots. They're gonna probably about a week. You're gonna know what's what.
Yeah.
They're not gonna you're not gonna know immediately that night who won and who didn't.
Yeah, I get that.
You
But
know.
it's just sad, and it's like the new norm, you know.
Yeah.
And that's one slogan I really can't stand. Was when the local news always said how wearing the mask and social distancing was like the new normal, and I just didn't want
Oh,
to hear that
Dan-
bullshit. New normal.
Daniela, she met you. She met you in the Pennsylvania rally.
Yeah. Um,
Nice.
she was, I believe that is that Tiger.
Daniela M.
Yeah, but I mean, she might be someone else on Facebook. If
Oh,
I'm thinking of the same person.
she's on YouTube now, and she's from Delaware. So I
Because
hope
I
you.
don't think you're different on Facebook, Rocky.
What's that?
You're a different person on Facebook.
Yeah, I am. I'm Sylvester Stallone.
But I can't find you on that.
Hmm.
I don't. Are you my friend or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd
I
have to
saw
take
you.
a look again.
I saw your dinner, and I saw your pulled pork, and I have over, I don't know, about 4 million subscribers.
That's it.
Yeah. But, I've been on Facebook a lot longer.
But I was surprised at the engagement that Soup Mama has. She's got 7.5 or 8,000 people on her page, and then I saw she had like 20,000 likes on one of her posts. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I don't know how to play that game. You know what? I just don't have the time or the care to like sit there and try
Yeah.
to. I have someone who tells me all the time how to do things, and I'm just like, I'm all right. I'm good. Thanks.
Right.
But then I'm like, how come nobody's liking? How come no one's engaging?
Yeah. Well, with Soup Mumber, she's not a very good woman. I mean, she was
Oh,
she was on the road inside the whole time,
all right.
when they were terrorizing you guys at 1776 RM.
Well, we split up our time in the beginning between AFC and 1776, and we were trying to help both of them get off the ground.
Yeah.
And then
But then
we didn't see
then
much movement out of AFC, so
then they ended it, and then you
and
guys
then they
continued on
started
to
turning.
DC. Yeah, well they did show up in a few rallies, which was nice, but they were just they weren't collaborating in the same type of situation. They didn't want to go to DC, and
Right. Well,
so
one leader doesn't want the other one to take over, and then you can't come together. And
right.
then there was a lot of, oh, look at what they're doing. Oh, I'm watching
Yeah.
them. I know what they're up to.
Yeah.
And there's like, all
You
right,
know what?
we don't need to hear this bullshit.
I just just let it go. I mean, I don't even follow any of that anymore. It's done and over in my book.
Yeah, me
You
too.
know,
I don't see
it's
much
just
going on, so I don't get into it.
I unsubscribed to all those people, and just got done with all the donos and the money that I put out for the for the cause that we were in there for. You
Yeah,
know,
I got
for
a
our
real
freedom.
nice donation handed to me today. I think that was a first. I don't know. Maybe someone else might have, but that was big today. Someone did that. I was very appreciative.
Really? Is that the same guy that told you where to go to eat?
Uh, I don't think. I thought someone else told me where to go to eat, but
Oh,
wasn't
because
it like something B? Chris B? Didn't Chris B say that?
screenshot.
Yeah, and then these other people that were Cuban that gave me the thing, and they said that that's the place to be. So
Oh, nice.
actually, I thought it was Frank Rizzo went,
Yeah, I think it was.
and he recommended a place that I went to in Babylon, a bakery that I took Agnes to when she
Yeah.
came to Maryland. Yeah, so
Oh,
he knows. He's from Long Island, and then he moved to Florida. This guy Frank Rizzo.
Yeah. Yeah. I was interacting with him today. I said, because he was right there saying, he was saying the same thing after I did. He said, Jeffrey, you should get an autograph because he will be president someday. And I'm like, yeah, he's only 44 years old. He's got plenty of time.
Right. I mean, it's true, but I don't really hold on to things like that, and it's kind of wasted on me.
Yeah.
Like I said, it'd be better just for him to either shake my hand on my camera or to be like, "Oh, Freedom Jeffrey, yeah, nice to
Oh.
meet you." So like saying my name and all.
Hey, you know what? I had an autographed Mickey Mantle card, and I sold that for $7,000. So,
Yeah, I wouldn't be holding on to that.
you know what I mean? So the bottom line is an autograph down the road. If you have children or grandchildren, I mean, you can always pass it on to them.
Yeah, I'm not like that, and I don't like to hold on to things I don't think are gonna mean anything to me, and then I just get rid of stuff a lot. I'm very wasteful that way.
Well, I invested into Bitcoin. It was like $2 or $3 a share, and now I have 10 of them, and it's probably like $200,000 worth, and that was like one of my best investments. But
Yeah,
it's
you gotta
like
take your time, and you gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta,
Right now, the best.
I was looking at shit.
Yeah, a good investment right now is like Google. Google, the shares are really low, and that Amazon. Even a lot of the Tesla. I bought into Tesla when it was really cheap. When it was 125 a share. And then SpaceX, that's another good investment. So
See, I got screwed. I got the last minute. Oh, Truth Social's going on the. What was it? DWAC. DWAC's going to start tomorrow morning on the stock market, and I got the press release like at midnight, and I just sent like a lot of money to a credit card, and I was like,
yeah,
man, if I friggin' took that money and put it down on DWAC and let it sit for a day or two, and then took it, again, would I have taken it out? I probably would have had $100,000 or something crazy. The way it shot up after the first day, it was something nuts. I would
yeah,
have had 50 grand, whatever it was, for like 5.
yeah.
And
Well,
I only put a couple
see,
hundred, and I got good money, and then I just I let it go.
yeah. See, the thing is that my father was different than obviously yours, because my father used to collect coins and gold, and so when he passed away, he ended up in his will leaving me with all of his collectibles.
All right.
So I got this silver dollar collection, his gold collection, and Morgan silver dollars are worth quite a bit of money now.
Yeah, I would have offloaded that shit cheap right away.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
all right, get it out. Let's go.
You would have. Yeah, you would have turned it over for $1.
I would have gave it up for a Corvette. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, some of these Carson cities that I have that are mint. They're in mint form with a booklet. I mean, they're worth about $3,000. They're uncirculated. They're MS-65. I mean, but I know all of that stuff because when I was 8 years old, my father used to take all my coins. I was 8 years old. Yeah, 8 years old, and I used to have a paper route. And used to go through my coins looking for silver. And he would replace it. He would replace it with the, with a regular coin, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you got a silver quarter and a Mercury, Liberty dime," and so I got to learn that. That was pretty good. But the thing is, my father was like 53 years old when he had me. I had the youngest of 14 kids, so I didn't get the fun like the other older siblings. They got to do all the scuba diving and the lobstering, and
That would be nice if I brought my snorkel and I could have messed around in Key West or Key Largo.
well, you can rent them.
I know, I'm not going to get into all that now, but it's something
It's
to think
cheap.
about. Like, I want to do snorkeling, and really, I have my scuba diving thing, but I never really used it. So I'd love to get into it one day.
Yeah, but all you want to do is you want to snorkel, and especially down at Key West because it's very shallow, and you'll
Yeah.
see they'll take you to some places, and there's some abandoned ships there, and when I was down there, I didn't bring my jet ski. I rented. We rented. It was
I know.
four of us. We rented jet skis and we blasted all over the place. But then again, you're dealing with idiots, your friends, and they end up. We rented scooters, and I put it on my credit card, and they were horsing around, smashing them up, and then it was like $1,500 worth of damage. Went on my credit card. Then I said to them, I said, "Now you have to pay me cash." And then two of them didn't, so I left them there. Yeah, I left them down in Key. Left them in Key West, so it cost them $800 to fly home.
Yeah, for me though, I just don't want to be restricted on the rental, and then when I can use it and where I can go. So I'd rather just bring my own, and I think that's part of why I bought it, is that I could use it when I want.
Oh
So I
yeah,
don't mind really driving. It's like a big pain in the
right.
ass. It's a lot of time, but I like to have my own stuff, my own car. I even thought about renting a car and then driving, and it's like I just want to have what I know is
Yeah,
mine. I like, you know what I mean? Even though I'm killing the mileage on this damn thing.
right. Yeah, that's the key thing. You're gonna have a blast and do what you want to do, and you can go fast on them because most of those have governors on them. So you're
Yeah.
limited to like 30, 35 miles an hour, 35 knots.
Right.
So,
And me, I like to explore. Like when I'm on Long Island and I just started out, I was doing 8-hour days of just riding and not even getting off, never
yeah.
getting on the beach. Like just riding, man, just exploring.
Well, you still got women. You're still not getting off.
Yeah, it's very rare. It's very rare that I beach it, you know.
Well, you
I'm
don't want
not
to
a
get.
very relaxing person. Like this trip is supposed to be kind of relaxing, going on the beach, hanging out. I'm
Yeah.
not really that kind of guy. I like to do things. I feel like I'm wasting a day sitting on a beach.
Well, you got to go down to the nude beaches they have there in Key West, and
And I'll have something to play with, something to do.
yeah, walk around. And I came across them just on a blam. I took the scooter, and I ended up going by this it was like a hotel, and next thing you know, I'm checking out this beach, and it was a complete nudist beach. And I was like, oh, pretty cool.
Yeah.
You seen one set of boobs, and
Yeah, it really, the naked women body doesn't really make
yeah,
me crazy. It's really the women with
yeah,
scantily clad women
yeah.
that it's more sexy to me that we're wearing like clothes.
Right, right. The G strings and
Yeah, I don't
but
get so hot over a naked body. Yeah.
right. Like in Cocoa Beach, when I bought that house when I buy it, 95, and I bought that place, and there was the strip clubs on each corner. There's Teasers, there's the Inner Room, there's the Golden Banana. There's all these clubs. It's like It's like, you know what? I went there once or twice. You get tourists that come down, and the first thing they want to do is they want to go to the strip clubs because the girls are completely naked. They'll sit on your lap, and I'm like, that doesn't do anything for me, man. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, it's funny because like I want to like chase people, but then I'm also very shy to the point when I don't even talk to anybody. You know what I mean? I can't even
Yeah.
open up.
Yeah. See, we're the total opposite. I'm right there, and I'm right up front. You know, and
Yeah,
I
I don't
don't.
know how to start a conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of a chick magnet. I've had my share.
Yeah,
my, I've
some
had
people got
I've,
it.
I've had my share, and I'm still paying for kids. You know,
Right.
still have to. I still have to work. 7 days a week, and I still have children all over the world, and but I make sure that I'm a good father, and I make sure that I spend as much time as I can.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, those strip clubs, they don't do nothing. They don't do nothing for me. They never did.
Well, I was trying to pick up women there, and it didn't work out.
Well,
I just lost money.
why go out for hamburger when you have filet mignon at home?
Oh, I didn't have anyone at home, so
Oh, well, I was very lucky to have beautiful women, but a lot of times they were just gold diggers.
yeah, that's the way it goes.
You know,
So
and
where's the next Trump event? Tomorrow morning in Miami, about 13 miles from my apartment, my hotel. So I'll be there in the morning live streaming for you guys.
that's why I got rid of the Ferraris and the Porsches, because I would get all those type of women that you'd use them and they'd use you.
Right, and I kind of understand it. I don't really
Oh yeah.
like it, but I understand it.
Oh, they're definitely chick magnets.
As long as the cards are on the table. And
That's
that's, I like Corinne, but she definitely wants to use me for taking her out to things. I
yeah,
see it. I get it.
right.
But at a certain point, I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm tired of this shit.
Well,
See
you
you
got a
later.
good you got a good friend, Brooks. She's a solid woman. What I know of her.
Yeah, it's like day and night. It's
Night and
two
day.
opposites. Yeah.
Which I. That's why when I said to you when I made the comment, I was like, "Oh, you're gonna bring your wife?" And you're like, I was like, oh, I was like, damn, if you brought her, that would be the worst mistake. It wouldn't have been a good vacation.
No, the first one wasn't. I was like apologizing to Wyckoff because I just wanted to be like, listen, guy, just leave me alone. She's freaking out. I don't want to deal with this bullshit. She didn't want to go to Miami. She thought something was up with Miami. Like she couldn't go back to Miami for some reason. And then that's all I wanted to do was go there and jet ski. And she kept giving me a hard time for 2 days. So
Wow.
then I was just like, listen, dude, I don't think it's going to work out. Like, I don't think I'm going. And then he's like, nah, screw that. We're going. And I was like, all right, screw it. Then we're going to go. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, she just gives you a hard time. She loves to bust my balls. That's it.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You shouldn't even be talking about her. I mean, you have Brooke with you. Kind
I
of
know. Brooke
kind
loves
of
it.
disrespectful. You know, you got
I
you
know.
got a you got a good friend there, and she's gonna entertain you
Brooke
and
knows everything. I
oh,
tell Brooke everything.
of
Brooke
course
knows
you
all.
do. That's right, and that's why you should respect that and just because you never mention I never mention Agnes, and that's like you said that's your past, and I'm still a moderator on her channel, and
I know.
she just I
She came into my chat the other night, by the way.
oh, she did.
Yeah. I was like, what
Wow.
the hell is this? I was like, really?
Wow.
Okay. I was a little upset about it.
Huh. And what she had to
Yeah.
say? Anything?
All right, so thank you very much for streaming the Zeldin and DeSantis thing in Long Island, and I was just like, all right, remove comment.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
I
we
don't
had
think.
we
I
had a
think you got.
private thing that
I
she's like,
think.
don't come in my chat, don't be on my stuff, I don't want to see you ever again. And I was like, okay. And then she comes into my chat, like, why? Why would you do that?
Well, probably misses you.
I doubt it. I think she just wants to be fresh in my mind. I
Well,
think it's all a game.
you'll always be in her archives of videos.
Yeah, so who cares?
I mean,
No big deal.
usually people delete their exes. I mean,
It's all about content. That's all
yeah,
it is.
yeah. Well, it was a good run while it lasted.
Yeah, not really. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't be the blogger you are today if it wasn't for
Yes,
her.
that's true. So things had to happen to get to where I am today and to have some fun like I did.
And
But
she wouldn't be the blogger she is if she didn't meet Travel Fund 69.
okay.
Because Jeff is the one that got her all of her subscribers.
All right.
So it just
But like I told you last time, like it is very addictive to do this shit. I mean, it got me a lot of friends. I met a lot of people, but
yeah.
it's just like it costs a lot of money, and it becomes like, oh, I gotta get out there. I gotta get more content. I gotta go to the next event. I gotta drive friggin' 6 hours to go to Bunker Hill. Like it's just ridiculous to be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
different
not getting
people.
paid.
Yeah,
Who
well,
cares about the views? It's like it's all about popularity, I guess. I don't
well,
know.
if you want to be like Oreo, Josh, you just tell everybody, this is my business and this is what I'm doing, and I need donos.
Yeah, well, I'm not like that. This is a hobby. I
Mm,
know it's a hobby, and I
right,
told
but
Agnes it was a hobby when I started dating her. I said, "This is a hobby. This ain't a
right,
job."
right. So for you, it's just fun, and other people, it's a living.
Yeah, but you got to know the difference. You know what I mean? You can't be laying out thousands of dollars because you want to get a couple views on the weekend.
Right, right. Like Lori B. And Brooks, she's a moderator on her channel. I gave her a nice dono, and she was able to go get a oil change, and she was very happy.
All right. Well, there's some that do it full time, and there's some that just do it as a hobby. But they need to know the difference.
Right, but she got, they have the markers up. They specifically state, what, donate to, my PayPal or, my Gcash or my Venmo, whatever they have. And, and it's just, they need the money to get from A to B for the fuel, and not everybody's independently wealthy like you, Jeffrey. Stay at the five
I
star
work full
hotel,
time.
the 5-star hotels.
I work full time,
Yeah.
and I do a lot of the things that I do with things that I would like to do, and not like, oh, I need to do this because that's where I'm going to get the views. A lot of the things I do, I would have done without the camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, like with me, I was very fortunate. I was an investor at a young age, and by 25 years old, I was a millionaire. But you know what? The money comes and goes. I mean, but I was like you. I had to stay at the nicest hotels, the Marriotts, the Hiltons, um, top restaurants. I mean, every time you go into a club or a place to eat, they would make sure if the place was crowded, I'd have my own VIP spot. So I was treated like a big time celebrity. But the thing is, you come in this world with nothing, you leave with nothing. But what you want to do is leave a marker, in the
I
history
get it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess
Mm.
so.
Yeah, I mean, I could never sleep. I had freaking luxury. I had, almost close to $1 million boats, and I never slept on them because you know what? I want to sleep in a hotel.
I'm not wrapped up in like legacy and leaving something behind. You know, I think that if I was to have a kid, it'd be because I want a different, something new in my life. You know, that's all.
Right, right.
Something different than what I've been doing for 38 years.
Yeah, and it's like with my kids. My kids they only want me when they need something. They'll call me up. I want money. I need this. I'm stuck on Block Island, and there's no hotels around. So can you call up and use your credit card? You know, and of course I'm gonna do it because of my kids. I love them, but you just gotta realize that when you have children, there's a lot to sacrifice.
Yeah,
So I mean, I tamed myself way down after having as many children as I have, and basically I was used as a donor. I was used as a sperm donor, and my kids are beautiful, and they're very happy. But when I go over to the Philippines or Thailand or Vietnam, I go over there to visit some of my kids, and they come over here to visit. My American kids, they're all American citizens. But with my situation, if this Biden administration keeps continuing, I'm just going to sell all my assets, and I'm going to move to another country.
yeah,
I'm going to I'll move to I'll move to you know I'll move to Thailand or Vietnam, where it's beautiful there. The streets are clean, as the people love you, they respect you. Um, and it's just another world. I mean, it's just something that I've been doing for the last 15 years. But so I have reservations. So if the Biden administration bullshit continues on, I'm just gonna just say forget it. Like most people do. Like in
yeah.
people in California, they're all leaving to Mexico. They're sick and tired of all the high prices of gas. It's croaking everybody to the point that they're moving out of the country to be able to survive. You know. Okay, China
Um, to
is
eat
about
Taiwan.
to eat
Yeah,
Taiwan.
yeah. I've been talking about that for like 6 months.
Yeah, yeah.
But well, so I'm going to tomorrow. I'm going to be in Miami at the Trump rally, and then after that, I'm going to my place down in Big Pine Key, some shit,
Mm,
Key West. I'm going to be in the Keys for about 2 days, and then November 9th, I'm going to Fort Lauderdale, and then November 10th, I'll be at Cocoa Beach until the 14th.
mm-hmm.
That's my itinerary, Danielle.
Did you already make reservations at these hotels?
Yeah, everything's all done with the Airbnbs. Tonight's the only hotel. Everything else is an Airbnb.
Really? Wow.
So I got like a beach house in Cocoa Beach. Actually,
Nice.
no, the hotel, there's one in Fort Lauderdale. So I got tonight, I got Fort Lauderdale, and then I got a camper in Key West, and I got a house on the beach in Cocoa Beach.
Nice. So you read on A1A.
Yeah,
Good, good. Well, I can tell you some good places to go. You got to go to Coconuts.
coconuts.
Coconut, that's one of my favorite spots. I usually take my jet ski and I park it. I just turn around and anchor it out front and just swim in, and they have great music. The food's really good. You know, you can play some volleyball. You know, but the last time I took some friends and I put three people on a two-seater and we're swimming out there, and all of a sudden we seen this. I seen this big shark. It had to have been about probably 17, 18 feet long, but it was probably just a basking shark or something. But I didn't say nothing because once people panic, that's when all the shit goes down.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you're on a
So
two-seater with
tonight's a big night.
For what?
Tonight's a big night. You got to put your clocks back.
Oh yeah. Well, it does it automatically on all of my devices, like my Alexa
Yeah.
and all.
So that's going to give me an extra hour to sleep because I need it. I need some sleep now.
How far are you to the hotel? Pretty close.
About 4 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's beautiful
I
sky
can see
though, huh?
Brooke's tired. I'm tired. The
Yeah.
sky's nice, so hopefully it doesn't rain on us tomorrow.
Well, did you find out what the weather forecast was?
Well, it's always nice, but like all day, it's been on and off rain. You know.
All right. Well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you right now what the forecast is. Alexa, what's the forecast tomorrow in Miami Beach, Florida?
Here's the forecast for tomorrow in Miami Beach, Florida. Look for clouds and showers, with a high of 84 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 76 degrees. Would you also like to know the weather for the next 7 days?
No, thank you. So there you go.
There you go.
Such great.
So you gotta make sure you know. So this venue, is it outside or inside?
It's outside.
Oh, bring an
Yeah.
umbrella.
So,
Just prepare for it. I mean,
yeah.
that it's gonna be warm. They don't want something too hot. Just but I would prefer it to be cloudy. In Florida, it's so much nicer when it's cloudy out.
Yeah.
The sun is so hot.
I agree.
Especially all three of us are pale skin.
Yeah.
Get a major burn, but there's been times that I actually turned very, very black from being out in the sun so much. It just people thought I was Cape Verdean, but my skin's very pale, like Brooks and like yours, Jeffrey. It's
Yeah, I'm kind of pale, but I'm also Puerto Rican, so
yeah, but you still burn.
I burn like without my arms and my head.
Huh.
Like that stuff's kind of conditioned a little bit, so I'll feel it on a long day, but it's a little bit conditioned.
Yeah.
My legs and my body are not, because I work outside. That's why.
No, okay. Yeah, but you dress for it. You must put the hat on and.
Nah, I don't take care of myself. I should. A guy at work, man, he got a nice chunk taken out of his head because he goes for the cancer treatments for sun's cancer.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
mom is red. My mom's a redhead and has worked in landscaping her whole life in Arizona, so she has to get checked out all the time.
Really? Wow. You always make sure you have the sunblock on.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah, especially when you're jet skiing. Make sure you get like that Frogger. It's waterproof. Because the reflection of the from the water,
Yeah.
when it hits you on the jet ski, you can burn quick.
Absolutely.
And but I always get the Frogger is like one of my favorite sunscreen because it is waterproof. You can go swimming and and just enjoy it. Get these cheap stuff like Coppertone or something, and as soon as you get in, you're out. But yeah, one thing I used to love Miami, but now I wouldn't live there because it's overcome with so many illegals now.
Yeah.
You know, even Cocoa Beach. I mean, man, when I bought my house for $160,000 in the '90s in Cocoa Beach, I mean, now it's worth like 800,000. They probably sell it for $1 million. You know, somebody said, "Oh, it's worth, it's appraised. It's like eight something," and I'm like, "Really? I only paid 160." And but I put a lot into it. You know, you got a screened-in pool, jacuzzi, you got the boat ramp, all landscaping. That all adds up. Very
Yeah.
very expensive. You know, but
So yeah, we're almost at the hotel.
yeah, I see the Miami Heat symbol.
Yeah. Gonna get some sleep.
Yeah,
And be streaming in the morning.
yeah, you guys rest and enjoy. And
Yeah, we're tired.
and everyone else there you got how many in the chat? You got 20 now.
20 or so, yeah. So thank you everyone for watching. I'll be around tomorrow all day, so I'll show you the Trump event.
Trump rally tomorrow, folks. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, so thank you for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
No problem. Like I said, it's a pleasure talking to you guys. You guys are really cool people.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoy you guys' company, and we're the same. We wear the same cloth. We're like three peas in a pod. Well, you guys have a great night. Take care.
All right.
All righty. Bye bye now. Yep. Bye now.